History is often reduced to a handful of memorable moments and events. In Black history, these events often include courageous stories like the Underground Railroad and historic moments like the famous I Have a Dream speech by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But these are only a few of the important events and people to know and remember. Today we'll all talk about a few that you may know and a few that you may not know.
Do you know how Black History Month first got started? While Carter G. Woodson was still in school, he realized that Black people weren't represented in history books or conversations that shaped American history. In 1926, he launched the Negro History Week to acknowledge this and help school systems put a focus on Black history. The celebrations spread quickly. Eventually, Negro History Week was turned into Black History Month.
Who was the first person to refuse to give up her seat on the bus in Montgomery, Alabama? I know what you're going to say. Rosa Parks. Guess what? You're wrong, actually. Claudette Colvin was the first person. Claudette was a 15-year-old girl who refused to give up her seat before Rosa Parks. The NAACP thought that Rosa Parks would be better to be faced for the bus boycott movement because she was an adult. This is why everyone thinks Rosa Parks was the first.
By the 1960s, Arthur G. Gaston, who was from Birmingham, Alabama, was the richest Black man in America. He was also the leading employer of blacks in Alabama. In the decade after the Montgomery bus boycott, Martin Luther King Jr. and his friends used the A.G. Gaston Motel in Birmingham, Alabama as a safe place to plan their activities. A.G. Gaston was even the person who paid Martin Luther King Jr. $160,000 bail money from his own pocket when Martin Luther King Jr. was arrested. I hope that I grow up to be rich like A.G. Gaston.
Have you ever seen Hidden Figures? If so, then you've heard of Katherine Johnson. Katherine Johnson graduated college at 18 and was a Black woman who was an engineer. She helped send the first astronaut to the moon. Wow, she must have been smart. This is one of the most famous events in the history of space travel.
You have all heard of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, also known as Black Mamba, played guard for the Los Angeles Lakers for 20 years. He won 5 championships while playing with the Lakers. He went straight into the NBA right out of high school and is considered to be one of the best basketball players of all time. Not only was he an amazing basketball player, but he also won an Oscar for his animated short film, Dear Basketball. Unfortunately, on January 26th of this year, his life was ended tragically. Although we will miss his presence in this world, his legacy will live on forever. Now that you have learned about a few important African American people in history, please direct your attention to the stage and see if you recognize any more famous African Americans in our play. Enjoy!